Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and on today's episode, I have another crazy story for you here today of a wife who decided to cheat on her husband, but not with anybody, not with, the pool boy or the co-worker or whatever. She decides to cheat on him with his best friend, have a baby with him, and then, of course, turn his whole friend group against him. Now, guys, if you've ever broken up with a woman or, the relationship has gone south, the marriage has gone south, you will know that oftentimes women will do the reputation sabotaging and call you a terrible, awful man. And then you'll have these people who will believe her. And of course, you will have to cut them out of your life. So let's jump into this story here. Entire friend group backstabbed me after my wife cheated on me with my best friend and had a baby, in brackets, with him, I suppose. So this is a 34-year-old guy. He says, I, a 34-year-old male, had a quiet life. I had a steady job, a nice house, and a decent routine. I was married to this woman who was 32, and I had a close friend group that I had known since college. We all kept in touch, barbecues, weekend hangouts, the usual stuff. My best friend Mark, 34, was at the center of it. We met in university and we were tight ever since. We had been going for almost 10 years, married for 6. We had talked about having kids, though nothing had happened yet. So this dude has been with this woman for a long time. They have been married for 6 years. And just to put this in perspective, okay, so this woman is 32 years of age, and they have not settled on the idea of having kids versus not having kids. So that the odds are, that she doesn't actually want to have kids with this dude, right? Because usually, by the time women get to 32 years of age, if they are indeed interested in having kids, they realize that they are running out of time very damn quickly. So there would be discussions of children, and it would be, hey, we have to make this happen typically. Now, given that she's not really feeling rushed about it and she's 32 and this dude is 34 years of age, it should kind of send some red flag signals to you that perhaps she's either A, going to try and divorce your ass, or B, she might be cheating on you. So let's continue. He says about a year ago, she became distant, always on her phone, always busy, lots of vague explanations about where she was going and who she was with. He asked questions, but they never got straight answers. Sometimes she'd get upset just for me asking. Okay, so more red flags are coming out. We have a wife who is, number one, always on her phone. I mean, a lot of women are always on their phone these days. Always on her phone, always busy, never explaining where she is or who she's with, and then also getting upset at the dude for asking where she is and who she's with. Now, I don't know about you guys, okay, but this is instant disqualification from wife. Instant disqualification. Not that I think marriage is a good idea to begin with, okay? But your wife is getting mad at you or upset if you're asking where she was. She's giving vague explanations about where she is. She's giving vague explanations about who she was with. Oh, hell no. Absolutely not, man. You see, I swear these women must think that either dudes are stupid or that they'll just put up with it. Right? And unfortunately, guys, I see a lot of these stories where men are just putting up with things that they have no business putting up with, right? Your wife's out here doing Lord knows what, and dudes will just brush it off. Oh, it's probably nothing. But they'll just refuse to pay attention, or, they'll have to dig for evidence even after they find their woman cheating. It's crazy. He says, a few months ago, Lena came home and told me she was pregnant. I was surprised, but I tried to be supportive. We had talked about it before, so I figured maybe this was finally happening. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something didn't add up. She was acting weirdly distant about it. Then one night, I saw a message pop up on her phone while she was in the shower. Can't wait to meet her. She's going to look like you. And it was from Mark. Holy hell. So this dude catches this message from his friend on her phone, which, I'm sorry, guys, right? But why on earth? You have these women who are out here like messaging men's friends. I never understand this. People think that this crap is normal, where you'll have a woman who's just messaging your friends. Your friends add her on like Facebook or Instagram or whatever. It's weird. To me, it's highly inappropriate, but everyone thinks this crap is normal, guys. Like if one of my friends has a girlfriend, I will not be sending that individual a friend request on Facebook. I will not be texting them. You know, none of this kind of stuff will be happening. And yet, in this day and age, people love to gaslight men about this and say that it's fine. You know, like, oh, that your best friend and your wife are just having some discussions via text. It's like, why? Can I ask why? For what possible reason? Get out of here, man. It's disgusting. So it fell apart fast. I asked her about it immediately, and she admitted it. Said they had been quote unquote close for a while and she didn't know how to end things with me. She claimed she didn't mean for it to happen. I left that night and stayed in a hotel. I didn't talk to anyone at first, and after a few days, I messaged the group chat just explaining that we had split and why. At first, there were a few basic replies. Sorry to hear, man. That sucks. And then silence. Okay, so right off of the bat, guys, you know, it's sounding to me like all of the friends perhaps have had a turn with this woman. You know, she sounds like the woman of the friend group. Okay, like, what are these reactions, man? You know, you tell your friends, your closest friends, and you get a that sucks, you know, and then then a whole bunch of silence. Now, I don't know about you guys, but my alarm bells would be ringing at this point as well, right? Because she's probably been with the whole group. Let's be real about it. So a week or two passed. He noticed he wasn't getting invited to anything. He'd see Instagram posts of group hangouts. Those two included Mark and his ex-wife. Everyone was acting like nothing happened. He says, I messaged one of the guys privately, and he said something like, I'm not picking sides. These things are complicated. And then a few days later, he blocked me. Over the next month or so, the rest of them did the same. I didn't even argue. I just watched it happen. You see, the silver lining of this kind of stuff, by the way, is that if your friends do this to you, they were never your friends in the first place, by the way. I love this attitude, by the way, in modern day society too, where like, if a woman accuses you of something, because I guarantee you this woman painted this guy, she probably sat there and painted this guy to be absolutely evil to his friends. Oh, he did this, he did that. He's a terrible, toxic man. He said these things. He made me uncomfortable here. And she would have been selling them this lie for a very long time. And so then they just believe her and block the guy. But here's the thing, guys, is like, in modern day society, people view it as basically a crime not to believe the woman. This is something you're supposed to do. You have to believe all women. You know, don't have any evidence, don't have anything, but believe all women is the way to go, apparently. It's stupid as hell, man. It really is. But the silver lining, again, is that if your friends do this, and they just block your ass, right? They pick the woman, your girlfriend's, excuse me, your wife's side or your girlfriend's side or whatever. They weren't really your friends to begin with, man. It's absolutely disgusting. So 2 weeks ago, she had the baby and it was a girl. My old friends were posting photos and congratulating them. Stuff like, so proud of these two, beautiful family. It felt weird, not even angry, just like I'd been erased. I didn't even understand why these dudes and the man are just not angry. They just don't get angry. It's your wife cheats with your best friend, has his kid, your whole friend group ditches you, and you're not even a little bit frustrated. Very weird to me. After everything, he started going to the gym just to do something. At first, it was just a distraction, but he ended up meeting some regulars there, guys who are serious about training but chill to talk to. And over time, I started hanging out with them outside of the gym. Coffee after workouts, some hikes, even a group camping trip this month. Totally different vibe, no drama, no passive-aggressive group chats, just normal people. It's not the same as what I lost, but it's something, and it's better in a lot of ways. So yeah, here's the silver lining. He got the trash friends took themselves out. The trash wife took herself out. And then he found a new group of friends, and he found a better hobby. Fantastic stuff, to be honest with you. I still can't shake the feeling, by the way, that probably the whole friend group had hooked up with her. That's what, you know what I mean? I reckon every single dude in that group, probably she had at least flirted with them, which is just absolutely disgusting. This guy didn't mention losing anything in their divorce, so I'm going to take that as a fantastic win there. But again, usually dudes do lose a lot in these situations, so hopefully he didn't lose anything. But guys, we're going to be leaving. today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Have you ever been through something similar? Let us know down below. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.